Hi everyone, welcome back to my craft channel, and today is another craft day, and we're going to be working on something for St. Patrick's Day. I'm done with Valentine's. Here it is, February 1st, and we've already got our Valentine's projects completed. But we're going to work on something for St. Patrick's Day. And you know, on Friday we made a sign, and today we're going to make the wreath to put the sign on. We're going to be making a bubble wreath. We always make one bubble wreath at least for each season. And I have this pretty green ombre mesh. And let me give you the number. XB999-17. XB999-17. This is a 21-inch mesh, and I will use probably the whole roll. And then I have some ribbon that will make like a simple floppy bow. I like floppy bows on bubble wreaths, not big elaborate bows, because the wreath itself just doesn't lend it to a big puffy bow. So let me take you down to the counter and we'll get busy making a bubble wreath. Now if you've not ever been here before, I'd love to have you subscribe. You can hit that subscribe button. It's right down below here, or right on the screen. It's on the screen but down below. And the bell, and you'll be notified when we come out to do some crafts and cooking. So I hope you enjoy it, and I'll be back in a second and we'll get started. Be right back. Okay, here we are. I'm going to be using a 14-inch Dollar Tree frame. I've got to get over there and see if they have any more. Running kind of low. And this is the mesh that I will be using. Isn't it pretty? See the ombre colors in it? So I'm going to start at one of these crossbars. Gather this up. And just kind of put it down through the frame. And I will take a zip tie and go around the frame and around the mesh. It doesn't really make any difference which one you attach this to, because it's only just attaching the mesh. You will be using the middle two for making your bubbles. Let's see, where did I put my... Not the ones I was looking for, but they'll work. Okay, now I have some green pipe cleaners, and you know, I did an order with Craftoutlet, which I'll share when it gets in here. And one of the things I wanted to get was pipe cleaners, and you can't get the boxes of them anymore right now. Another one of those supply issues. It's getting harder and harder to find supplies. So I'm going to make about 10-inch bubbles. My raw edges are on the bottom, and I'm coming right back up to that crossbar. And I'm going to go around the middle two wires on this frame. Now I'm going to pull this up right to the crossbar, pushing down with my thumb. Okay. And I'm going to give it a couple of good twists. And then I'm going to try to go around the crossbar And that's only going to just, it doesn't have to be that hard around it, but just to hold it tight. Okay? Another 10. And they will flop around. And I can see that this mesh is going to be one that wants to keep getting caught on itself. Around the middle too. Give it a few good twists. Oh, this is really, I think there's a piece there that is stuck. Let me see if I can cut that. One little thread is holding this roll together here. Well, let's see here. Here we go. I think I got it. All right. There we go. A lot of times this mesh that has a lot of these different colors in it, the different strings get stuck. This is a pretty color when it's all poofed up there, isn't it? Push down. Give it a good twist, and I always try to pick up the one before a little bit. It just helps to keep them tighter. Now I cut 18 pipe cleaners in half, which gives me 36 pieces, and this is a way I will know how many bubbles I have made, because you don't get the same amount of bubbles in every section. As the wreath gets more full, they don't fit. I'm going on to the second section now. Now I'm going to try to here and then go around the crossbar. And that should hold it. Now let's puff out a few of these. I kind of like it without them being all puffed out here, but we'll see. Get my fingers in there. There. Every time I go on to the next section, I double check to make sure my raw edges are underneath. If they're not, you can't get the bubble open. I was able to find some purple mesh I mentioned the other day, of the kind I wanted to get. So once this order comes from Craftoutlet, I think I'm going to do one, I want to bring that up tight. I'm going to do one wreath for Mardi Gras. And that one will be a ruffle wreath, and we haven't done a ruffle wreath in quite a while. So that'll be kind of fun. We've done a poof wreath with ruffles, but not just a ruffle wreath. Loving this mesh. It's pretty. One more, I think. On to the next section. And this is the one that I'm going to bring up. Give it some twists, and then twist it around that crossbar. And it doesn't fit around the crossbar very far, but it's enough to hold it up there pretty tight. Goodness, that sounded like a train whistle, and we don't have any trains around here. It must be a truck with a special horn. Because it's funny, I'm about 2 or 3 miles from I-75, which is a major highway here. And in the quiet of the day, you can hear the traffic on I-75. Oh, I gotta bring this one up here first. It doesn't want to bubble. My roll seems to be getting a little bit short. I'm hoping I have enough to go around there. And you probably can see I'm wearing a sweatshirt again today. We're having our Florida winter. It's going to be in the mid to upper 70s later, so the sweatshirt won't last. But it was only 43 this morning when I got up. And down here where I work, where it's not insulated. It's a bit chilly. Oh, I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Oh, I've got another piece that's stuck here. Let me see if I can did it with my scissors. Oh, here they are. The edge of this really wants to get stuck on itself for some reason, more than usual. Isn't this pretty? Look at the colors. You know, I think we should write to Sam's and Costco and tell them, you know, we love their fall and Christmas selection of ribbons. It's too bad they don't have a selection year-round to get some nice spring and summer ones. I'm going to bring this up and go to the ones before it. We just had a BJ's open here. I've not been before yet. I've been to BJ's before, but not here. So I think we'll give that a try tomorrow and see what they have. They're pretty much all the same, these warehouse clubs. I've got myself inside out here, I think. Here we go. Boy, this is going right along. Let's see how the back looks. Going around the middle too. Gotta get one more in here. my light. Gets a little crowded here at the end. I'm going to see if I can sneak one more in. I have the mesh. I'm about at the end of my mesh. I can get this one open. Here we are. I think that's about all I can get in there. Bring this down through the bottom. And it's much too much. I'll cut it off after I've got it tied. I always leave a little extra to make sure I've got enough to attach it with. Look at that. Look at the colors in that. I don't know if it really shows up how shiny that is. Isn't that pretty? I'll put the sign like here. Okay, I'm going to get the sign ready. I'll show you what I'm going to do in just a second. Back in a minute. Okay, I have the back of the sign. I have some material like this, okay, that I have folded, and I put a piece of wire, and I'm going to attempt to staple the wire on and hopefully not come through the front of the sign. And I just barely am coming through the front. So I'm only going to put one. It's tight, and I just give it a twist. Okay, and then we'll put one down at the bottom. And I'm rolling it 3 and 4 times. But these signs are so thin. All right. I'm going to take them and go down through the ruffle to the frame. One. And you don't want to pull it too tight because you don't want to collapse your bubbles if you can help it. Okay. Now, this is the ribbon that I'm going to use. And it's just a red, it's just a yellow and green. And it is wired, but it's very lightly wired. So it's going to make kind of a floppy bow, which is what I'm looking for. So I think I'll start it up about here, give it a nice tail. I will take another piece of ribbon, wire. Here we go with the wire again. Well, I got the ribbon on. I had to put it on twice. Just a little bow. I think it came out really cute. So I'm going to take it upstairs, put it on the door, and let everybody see what it looks like. I'll be back in just a second. Hang in there. So there you go. Look at that. Isn't that pretty, huh? And it's just perfect. I love just that little piece of ribbon. You really don't need much of a bow at all on a bubble wreath. And the sign really came out cute. Pretty, pretty mesh. I don't know if the camera picks up all those gold highlights. All right. Out with the Valentines, on to St. Patrick's. I'll be right back. Hang in there. So there you go. We're on our way to St. Patrick's Day, and hopefully if my Craftoutlet order gets here soon, we'll be doing one for Mardi Gras, and I believe that's the 1st of March also. So I'm looking forward to that. And this will be a ruffle wreath, like I said, something I haven't done in a while. So it'll be fun. And if you like this one, please give me a thumbs up. There it is over there in the door. Looks really pretty. I love the gold in with the green. It really stood out nicely. And in the sun, you know, if you put it outside in the sun, it will sparkle off that gold and look really pretty. So I'll be back again on Friday, and I'm not sure what we'll do. It's going to depend on whether my order gets here or not. But we will do something that will be fun, and we'll have fun. But like I said in the beginning, please subscribe if you haven't already. Please give me a thumbs up, a thumbs up, a thumbs up for this video. I appreciate it. And I'll see you all again on Friday. And until then, everybody stay safe. Keep warm or keep cool, whichever you need. Wear your mask, keep your distance. And I'll see you all Friday. Everybody, play nice now. Love ya. Bye-bye.